Right here on our own planet, there's another world. A continent so huge, so alien, it feels like it belongs in a different solar system, right at the bottom of our Earth. This is Antarctica, and it's hiding secrets under miles and miles of ice.
This place is just extreme. The temperature can drop below minus 50 degrees Celsius. It's a polar desert. Honestly, life as we know it just shouldn't be able to survive on its surface. For centuries, we just saw it as a lifeless wasteland, but we were only looking at the cover of the book.
So, to really get what's going on down there, you have to picture the incredible scale of the ice. On average, the ice sheet is 4.7 kilometers thick. That's nearly 3 miles. Deep enough to completely bury entire mountain ranges. You could stack 5 of the world's tallest buildings, the Burj Khalifa, right on top of each other, and the ice would still tower over them. So, what secrets are actually hidden under all that frozen water? What kind of world could possibly exist in total darkness, miles below? Well, let's find out. Our journey really kicks off with this event that gave scientists a totally unexpected peek into that hidden world. It all started with a single mysterious line that just appeared where nothing had been before. So back in 2022, researchers are looking at satellite images of the Larson B ice shelf, just routine stuff. And then they see it. A massive crack had just opened up. When they looked back at older images, it just wasn't there. This thing was brand new. And that, of course, meant they had to investigate. What could have caused it? And more importantly, what did it reveal?
Okay, so you have this crack. Scientists just had to know what was under it. They took this special hot water drill, put a camera on it, and just started melting their way down deeper and deeper into the ice. And well, the answer they were about to get, nobody saw it coming.
Okay, so they're 500 meters down. That's over 1,600 feet when the camera finally punches through the bottom of the ice shelf. Now, they weren't expecting to see anything really, just dark, freezing, still ocean water. But that's not what they found. Not at all. All of a sudden, the camera is just swarmed. There was movement everywhere and the pitch black. It was a cave, and it was teeming with life. These tiny, shrimp-like creatures called amphipods. Can you imagine the shock? They had found a secret river flowing in a hidden chamber under the ice and was just packed with animals. But how? Think about it. Total darkness, no sunlight, so no plants. What on earth are they eating? Well, the main theory is pretty wild. Scientists think they're feeding on the broken down remains of an ancient world, from back before the ice. It's like a ghost ecosystem, completely sealed off from our world, still supporting life today.
And, the weird thing is, these mysteries aren't just happening under the ice. Strange things are going on in the waters around the continent, too. And in that same year, 2022, another really bizarre encounter just left scientists scratching their heads.
So get this. A cruise ship in 2022 spots, something you just shouldn't see there. A giant phantom jellyfish. Now, this thing can be up to 33 feet long. And here's why that's so weird. These jellyfish, they're deep-sea animals. They belong thousands of feet down in the crushing dark. But there it was, just drifting calmly near the surface. Why? We have no idea. It's a complete mystery. But look, these recent discoveries, they're really just scratching the surface. To get to Antarctica's deepest secrets, we have to go way further down. And not just through ice, but through time. Just look at this place, all white and blue ice. It's almost impossible to imagine it any other way, right? But this continent wasn't always a frozen desert. We have proof now that it was once something else entirely, something green. So how do we know? Well, scientists have been drilling deep into the sediment under the seafloor, and what they've pulled up, it's like a lost world. They've found the actual roots of ancient trees. They found fossilized seeds, even tiny grains of pollen from flowers. And get this, they've found huge deposits of coal. And, as you know, coal only forms from tons and tons of dead plants.
So when you put it all together, the conclusion is just staggering. 90 million years ago, back when dinosaurs were walking the Earth, Antarctica wasn't a land of ice at all. It was a temperate rainforest, alive and green, right at the South Pole. a whole lost world now buried under miles of ice. And you know, this lost world isn't the only ancient secret Antarctica's keeping. The continent also acts like this giant, perfect collector, preserving messages not just from our planet's past, but from other worlds too.
So meteorites, right? Rocks from space. They fall all over the planet, but most of them just get lost in the ocean or in a forest somewhere. But Antarctica's different. A dark rock on an endless sheet of white snow, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's literally the best place on Earth to go hunting for visitors from outer space. And one of those rocks, well, it changed everything. Back in 1996, they find this one meteorite. Analysis confirms it came from Mars, but that's not even the craziest part. They look inside it under a super powerful microscope, and they find these shapes, these tiny little structures that look exactly like fossilized bacteria. It was the first potential sign of life on another planet, and we found it right here, sitting in the Antarctic ice. But maybe the greatest story of all isn't in the rocks from other worlds, but in the ice itself. See, scientists have drilled deep into the ice sheet and pulled out these long cylinders of ice. Some of them are over 1 million years old. And trapped inside that ancient ice are these tiny, perfect little bubbles of air. And every single one of those bubbles is a tiny time capsule. It's a perfect sample of what Earth's atmosphere was like in the distant past. By studying them, we can literally read the story of our planet's climate going back 1 million years. The ice, it isn't just a place, it's a frozen library, holding the entire history of our world. So think about it. A hidden river, full of life, a ghost jellyfish from the deep, an entire lost rainforest, and a rock from Mars that might just hint we're not alone. And all of this has all been found in just the last few years. It just makes you wonder, what else is down there, buried under all that ice, perfectly preserved, just waiting to be discovered?